Welcome back to Project Lakefront, guys and girls. This is going to be a unique video. It's going to be a walkthrough video with the builder as we discuss future plans. We cover some of the changes that have been made. Had some issues with the GoPro. For whatever reason, I've lost some footage kind of in the middle. So what I'm going to try to do is go room by room or space by space of what's been changing and what we are looking forward to doing next. I'll try to throw up a picture of the before area, and then we can walk through the area as it is now and follow along as we discuss the future plans and kind of what's already been done. And hopefully it makes sense as we go through it. I know it's kind of a mess. This is going to be a longer video, but there's going to be a lot of good content in here. So bear with me and hope you enjoy it.
Up in there.
Yeah.
Over the side of the three foot hall.
Yeah.
You know, if this could come out and that could come out.
Yeah.
And that should be attic space. I don't think there's a whole lot of weight bearing stuff. Even if there is, we're gonna have to put a beam up in there.
Yeah.
So something to kick around with this entryway.
Okay.
There's plenty for the electrician to start working on, but we'll have to kind of decide that fairly quickly.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense, man. You get rid of this corner. You bring that over, whether we bring the door further this way or not, for that, and still accommodate something in the closet there or whatever.
Yeah. Will we lose the hall closet?
It looks like you've got quite a bit of space there. Probably not.
I mean, I know there's a pretty good sized hall closet in there right now.
Yeah.
But if we, well, I mean, it's good for a hall closet. It's good for a hall closet.
Alright, that's that wall there.
I guess we could move this door still. I mean, ideally, like we had talked about with this entryway, like deleting the brick, maybe adding the columns, half columns or whatever it was, and if we can get more, like if there's room to go up and just have like more of an open ceiling. Like I think I'd still like to redo that. I mean, even if we keep it a side entry, I did like the idea of having the other division, but
We can still do that.
yeah,
And if we do get rid of, 3 foot by, whatever this is, so all this is gone. This will go 3 foot.
yeah.
That opens that up. So you'll have that recess area there.
Yeah.
Maybe use this one for your TV and all that good stuff. Get rid of that.
Yeah, and that would give us the ability to put the big furniture along this wall instead of in the middle, which is what we were probably going to end up doing.
Well, we can still, once I get in there and see what's weight bearing and all that good stuff, we can figure that out. But if that brick is kind of bulky. If you want to strip that brick down and do something different there, I'll open this up and probably still put the door here.
Okay.
And then we'll just kind of reconfigure how, that closet or whatever. You'd miss that recess a little bit, because this would all be open for the most part, wherever that wall's gonna come out and divide it all to whatever, but that kind of opens up a little bit more here.
Yeah, and that would help. Like, the more we can open up, and I think taking some out of this corner would definitely make this space feel a lot bigger.
Yeah, and the bedroom door all the way on that side there, open that up to ceiling height.
Yeah.
That way you've got the bathroom situation kind of figured out.
Yeah.
You've got the closet, we've got all this stuff to work with. We can start digging into that after the inspection because, what we turned in as far as scope and design.
Yeah, we could see, get some plans drawn, like blueprint style, so I can kind of visualize what that footprint would look like. That will help me a lot to see.
This is something I just kind of threw you for a couple of days to kick it around and think about it.
Okay.
This stuff over here, as far as the kitchen goes, I kind of got a layout of where we're at and the reasons why. So see the beam, I got a little level mark coming down. So if we start the cabinetry that way,
okay.
We could still put an island here, but you see how this pipe and everything is just, 8-10 inches outside of the cabinet line.
Yeah.
So either we bring that over or we leave that way. We offset the island a little bit, even 4 foot or something by 6 or 7 feet.
Yeah.
That way you've kind of got, 3'6" or so there, like 4'6", and this would be about 5'6". So if you had like a 12-inch built-in or something like that.
Yeah, and see, that was going to be, we've been trying to think and talk about what to do here.
Right.
Because I know they had, countertops and cabinets before, which didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Well, I'm gonna kick up, I'll be kicking up some ideas about how we can try to get stairs in there that come out and still make it around this HVAC ordinary office roof and bring it over, but.
And you know, it will probably help what we were thinking about, because especially if we do, and I'm glad we talked about this, doing, like you're talking about floor to ceiling, like 12-inch deep, because then the last set could be still usable doors for storage with entry into the pantry.
Yeah, it matches that 12-inch or whatever design as far as shelving or whatever, or cabinet, you know, whatever. And then that would be a piece of that.
Yeah,
you know,
that would work for a lot of the storage that we would need for things. And then what I was kind of thinking for all this, still do countertops, but maybe do open shelving.
Okay.
Because especially if we did like the black brick or something along this, maybe just this L-shaped wall, just the open shelving, I think that would, I mean, do the same butcher block style for the shelving against the black brick to match the black, or the same top for the island and the countertops. I think that would really be.
Yeah, we should probably start talking to you guys as cabinet guy.
Yeah.
See what kind of, you know, the new products are or whatever, and start getting a budget on that.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do, full custom. There's no sense even running over to the CAD and having the other, you know, big boxes shop that. But
Yeah.
all that being said, instead of doing a cooktop here and everything and having a Vent-A-Hood over it, you know, and just try to get this custom ceiling in here in the 6-inch rise, maybe do your pot hanger stuff.
Pot hanger, yeah.
Would you probably put the oven stove over here?
Yeah, no, that'd be fine.
Just easy access for a Vent-A-Hood.
Yep. No, I'm cool. So we have fridge here, and it's one of those things where it may be pointless, but if we are talking about going with a more basic fridge and getting the other more standalone, like an ice maker or like a cooler, like a beverage drawer to put somewhere else, then just a basic fridge that doesn't have water and ice in the door, then get the same type of, make it look like another cabinet like on this side, you know, or you can't tell it's a fridge.
Of wine?
No. Lot of water.
Might have some, you know, so you wanted a trash compactor, right? Still dishwasher?
No.
You don't care about that?
I mean, dishwasher, yes, but not a trash compactor.
Maybe we can put the dishwasher somewhere over here since we've already got drain and water feed.
So we're not thinking about not doing a sink in the island?
I think we should.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was hoping you weren't deleting that. I mean, I would like to keep the 2 sinks if possible, and if we can add one in the pantry, that'd be even better. Like a utility style sink because I know there's water and stuff in there.
Do that. That shouldn't be a big deal.
Okay.
Unless if you have something there already for ice maker.
Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly may not need it because I would like to get a nugget ice machine that will produce more ice, because that's, you know, what we like anyway. It's going to be purified. And
is that something that'll fit in the island?
Yeah. It's smaller than a trash compactor size. It's like a half.
So we can figure that out with this layout.
Yeah.
Maybe put that and dishwasher in the island.
Yeah.
And then your sink, your pot hanger, you know, so that way you can just pull the pots down, fill them up, whatever, head over here and do your thing. So that being said, I already got them priced out at under cab lights.
Okay,
you know,
good.
If you're gonna do open uppers.
I mean, we could still do along the bottom shelf. Still do lighting. I mean,
yeah,
it's
I mean,
still
if
a
you're
nice
doing
feature.
open shelf, usually sometimes you at least want a little puck light in the top of each or something like that. Something.
Yeah.
If they're not all the way to the top, then we can always do that little crown molding with more accent lining up top.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We'll have to figure that out. Electrician's gonna roll through here. He was gonna come today. He just texted me, said he wasn't gonna make it till 3:30 or 4. I said, come Monday and bring wire. So we can at least start getting some stuff in for that inspection also.
Yeah.
I'll kick this around. I might change a few things. I mean, not as far as layout really. As far as what we're gonna do here, maybe stair access or whatever, and then trying to figure this thing out. If I'm gonna go way up with it. HVAC, I'd hate to waste that money we already spent with him moving stuff around, but I'll get to the bottom of that.
Okay.
I guess we won't look at this just yet. I'm gonna strip everything down. I was planning on putting that plywood around here, doing a bunch of anchors, straps, hold downs. That way, if anything, you know, I don't know how frequent tornadoes are, but you run in here.
I mean, it's been known to happen.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind having it. There's been the last couple times that I was at my house and, you know, hearing that wind and looking out the door.
Because of how central this room is in the house, like, it would make so much sense to do it.
And I did a bunch of seismic retrofit stuff in California and worked with a lot of the engineers on that stuff.
Okay.
Man, seriously, you run in here, whatever. I mean, being that the attic stairs is there, something might happen, but I tell you what, we can make this thing pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that as
I mean, I like that idea, and I like the idea, if nothing else, like, if we got trapped in here, we can at least get up in it and, like, get out another direction.
Right.
So I do like that idea, and this room kind of works itself in perfectly.
Sure. So with that being said, You know, we could change this thing up. This would become a hallway, so that kind of break out the distance here.
So you're thinking a total full-on hallway with like an entrance on this wall.
Yeah, put a door here so it opens up against this wall.
Okay.
Closet on that side.
Yeah.
So
let me see this. This is actually pretty close to the current size of his room right now.
Yeah,
except he loses some space because he's got, so just under 10 feet. Okay.
Right.
I mean, it's not bad. Like, he could walk out and have a bathroom right. That still will be his bathroom. It'll be easy enough. It's not a big deal, but it'll also give an easy way to get guest access without going through a bedroom and not cutting into that wall.
Just not a whole lot of room,
to really reduce the space. Yeah. Because I mean, I started to think, well, we could borrow space from the pantry if we needed to make the bathroom bigger. But that just seems like a lot of extra effort. Yeah. So I like that. I like that thought. I hadn't even considered it. So I think that's a pretty good idea. As long as we can get enough closet space, which I mean, he's a guy. He's not doesn't need a ton of closet space like some other people do. So
sure.
I think that'll be fine.
Well, I'll get to the bottom of that. I'll start thinking about that area over there. I'll start kind of plotting some stuff out over here because I'll have to get that for the electrician, right? So
yeah.
I'll kind of figure out what areas we got, try to put something on paper for you to look at. If we need to make another trip over here with some spray paint, whatever. Okay. Strip down that. I mean, if we're kind of saying yes on this, then obviously I can strip down sheetrock, open it up a little more to be able to see that.
Yeah. If we can figure out a way to work in the hallway, I would still, I mean, I'm not totally married to moving the front door from one wall to the other. Like, I would be okay with that as long as we redo that entranceway to make it look a little less dated. But I mean, it would be nice if we could make that happen, to put the entryway on the other side.
Right.
But I know that would be a lot of extra work, and if push comes to shove with the budget and it's between this and something else more important, then we'll figure out how to make that work.
All right, that'll bring me into electrical. I've already got some bids. Like I said, I had 3 walkthroughs that last Sunday, and then had a guy come Monday, and I went with the guy on Monday. We weren't really planning on doing a whole lot in these bedrooms, but as you can tell, those lights are, kind of junk.
I mean, we can at least redo the lights and get rid of the popcorn ceiling.
Yeah, let's see what he's got in mind for that.
Oh, I probably need to call them back.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I'm not sure what that's about.
And then you want to keep the fans in the bedrooms or what?
Yeah, I mean, if we can keep fans in bedroom, maybe not these exact fans. Obviously, I was hoping to get better fans. I don't know if that was in the budget or not, if you're planning on reusing fans or...
We weren't planning on doing a whole lot, in the bedroom areas or whatever, and we're like bare minimum on the bathrooms. But the good thing about it is we're just kind of starting out here.
Yeah.
So we can still kind of finagle our way, right? I mean, don't need their structural stuff, these changes, this, that, and the other thing. But
I do want to keep, and again, these are other things like, if we had to, we can always upgrade fans later. Like, I've changed out fans. It's simple. As long as we've got, like, what we need for a fan to be there is there, and I guess they would have done it right when they built the house, hopefully.
Yeah, this one, I mean, we've already got some action going on here with the drywall.
Yeah.
We'll have to move that vent over, and we'd have to move the lights over, have to move that fan over the center.
Yeah, true.
So this ceiling is going to be, for the most part, reworked.
Okay.
So that's just me kind of tracking costs and where we're pulling from.
True.
Figure that out. We're going to follow the casing, the crown molding.
Okay.
We'll also have to figure that out. So that'll be another little added expense.
Of course.
So yeah, I mean, as long as we're kind of dialing this thing, man, I can keep negotiating, keep squeezing, keep pushing. I don't know if you saw the ceiling or not.
Oh yeah.
That guy in there.
I know and this happened quick. This happened before I came back the next day.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
You know what I mean? These guys, when he first walked to my job site about 10 or so, 11 years ago. Okay. It took him like 4 hours to cornice a bay window. And then he started building housing and whatever. And then we started getting into more remodel stuff, whatever. And now this guy, man, he's just unstoppable.
Nice. It's good to have people like that, for sure.
Yeah. So I think this is a cold joint here. So we're going to bring out the equipment. We're going to have to do some saw cutting and stuff there. So to cut down on rental and time and that and stuff, whatever. And dust exposure, we're kind of waiting on that. Okay. Saw cutting in there is going to have to be priority. Which brings me to the next point. Here's the bathroom.
And real quick, as a pause, this wall, if I'm oriented correct, I believe that's north. I think I've looked at it on a map. I'm pretty sure this is north.
I believe so.
I would like to use this wall for a bed, so our heads can face north. I've always slept better that way and haven't had a chance to in a while.
Okay.
Which means the TV is going to go on that wall.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about how far away that is from a closet, because you have frame TVs, and like they have a brain box more or less that you connect inputs to, and then you just run one long cable over to it.
Okay.
So I'm going to need, I know there's insulation on the other side of that wall. Like we'll need, I don't know if we can fish a conduit down here just so I can have something to use, because I can locate all the stuff remotely in the closet, in the top of the closet or something. Not a big deal.
So just like 1.5 or 2 inch conduit, electrical conduit you can stick through. All right.
Yeah, just something probably centered on this wall. I'll probably put the TV, kind of in the center. Kind of how I have it now at the house. Okay. I've got a sound bar right now, but it's something to where like it needs one wire, so it could fit in the same conduit with the other.
Good thing nowadays everything's Bluetooth, so you don't have to speak
I know.
all over the place.
I know. Yeah, that's what I've got stuff at the house now, which I may end up getting all new stuff and leaving that. I don't know.
Well, one thing to keep in mind is now this master layout. So if we were going to pull this closet out, there's the 2 foot mark, there's the 3 foot mark. That would put this door being 2.8. We don't have to be 3.0 handicap, but
that's true. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Which would end up being, because we're talking about making an alcove entrance here, so we wouldn't have more wall necessarily on that side.
One thing that I was thinking real quick before I forget, I don't know how big you are into this or not, but building a wall being 4.5 inches thick afterwards, and the expense of that wall versus, have you seen those like wardrobe divider deals?
Maybe not.
Like in the Old West they had them, they kind of accordion or whatever, they open up the side of the room. They got these really decorative ones now. So let's say $1,200-$1,500 put a little wall here versus, even if you sunk that money into one of the little wardrobe divider things, you might want to look into that. Okay. Cost versus cost.
Yeah, no, I'm mainly just trying to get the entrance to this room off of the main hallway, like less of a direct shot.
Yeah,
is what I'm going for, I guess.
So expense, just to block the view, or they've got, like I said, those room divider little situations, and I'll send you a couple of links where you can take a look at. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, for sure. I'm open to anything. I know I'm trying to make a lot happen with not an unlimited budget, so we'll get creative where we have to.
Sure. Yeah, well, look at that. I mean, if anything, it's mobile, so you can like move it or shut it and put it here if you're bringing in big furniture or not. Yeah. If it's something just to block the view, maybe consider it, because lumber, labor, sheetrock, drywall.
True.
Trim.
Yeah, and the other side to that, I know we talked about with a secondary entrance into the closet, it being laundry, for future.
Yeah, so depending on layout, I was thinking, because when you open this door, you got to shut this one open, that one, or whatever. Yeah. So if we move that one over, you put another door here. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense to do anything over here because, come on, you're going to go around to do that.
But we could
pocket door.
We could do something in this corner to disguise the door, to make it look not necessarily like a door. Like, and I'll show you some examples that I've seen where it's just like as simple as it looks like wainscoting or some type of trim, and it's like, oh, there's a door there. Right. Something like that would be fine if we could do that.
All right. Okay, so in here, like we were talking about, if we brought this over 2 foot, that would put the shower there. That's probably more likely than the 3, especially now that we're going to have to move that door over.
Which I think 2 foot would give enough room.
I think so too.
To add the extra stuff in the closet.
If you don't go with an island, you can always do, just regular base cabinets with a countertop.
Yeah, which that's likely what. Well, if we made like an island would be nice, but I don't know that we would have the room we need to have the size of an island. That would be useful.
Right.
So I'm fine with that. If we make this wall here like the laundry wall where we've got the machines and we've got a countertop where we can fold or lay things out or whatever,
so
like that would be. Yeah.
Okay.
On that wall.
That's good because we got drain and stuff here. Getting back to the saw cutting.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we're bringing this over 2 foot. That'd be the back side of that shower. Mm-hmm. It would be a good idea to keep the toilet going this direction. I pulled some numbers on it. If we moved it around with the 12-inch offset this way and have an 18-inch off to the side there, chances are, since your septic's over there, this 3 inches going that way, the shower probably tapped into that, and
Yeah.
went over to the other shower and headed that way.
Yeah.
I don't know that moving it 4 or 5 inches here and there, we've got to get that bend in.
Yeah. I mean,
change the direction of the toilet.
I don't think we need to. I think it's fine.
Okay, with that
We can
being
just
said-
make this whole area smaller.
So that's my next point here. We could, if we left it here, that 2-foot opening. If we bring it over to here,
Mm-hmm.
that'd leave room for a 2 pocket door.
Yeah.
So it'd just be a pocket
Yeah. No, I
door
think
right
that's
there.
fine. I think that's
We've got the
absolutely
room
fine.
for the countertop and cabinets.
Now, I know we mentioned it. It's again, you can tell me this is not going to work and doesn't make sense. But I know we talked about doing like a wall mount toilet to save more space or to get, I like them because of the clean factor, easier to mop the floor.
Yeah.
Since we have the deep walls, does it make sense to do something like that? Could it be done? Is it too much of a challenge? Would it not make sense?
We'd have to look at the style, and then once again, depending on how we tap in that drain, I would think
Yeah.
that we'd be able to extend it, do a sweep 90 up the wall. Because I'm
Yeah.
sure if it's wall mount,
Yeah.
the sewer line that comes out the backside and goes into the drain.
Mm-hmm.
That would be obviously less expensive and most likely more doable.
Okay.
That thing was disgusting, so I haven't pulled it out yet.
Yeah. No, I saw.
Yeah, once we pull it out, I'll be able
bad.
to see the bend on the sewer line, and,
Yeah.
and I'll be able to give you a better idea on that.
Okay.
That would be good because it would be it would be a space save.
Yeah, because I mean, from what I've seen, then that gives you like another tank width, more or less,
Right.
of space that we could ultimately add to a shower.
I'm thinking that's probably the route.
Okay.
That would give us, because right now bringing it over to here and putting a 2 pocket door, I
Mm-hmm.
think we'd probably get another 4 or 5 inches, but it'd give us more room from the front
Yeah.
wall there.
Yeah.
And then that would obviously be able to bring the shower out to about here.
Yeah.
So this would basically be what your shower size would be, like a 4x6 or whatever it is. Let's
Okay.
see. Now that this is gone, this whole thing would be shower, but that would be kind of the left side of the entry.
Okay.
And that would be more or less almost 7 feet once we built this wall.
Yeah.
By, I think it was 4 feet or so, which is kind of standard inside
Yeah.
for a pan.
Okay.
And then you want to do tile?
I think so. Some type of tile. If we could do a trough drain, that's the only thing I would prefer instead of like the central.
Right.
That seems to be a problem.
Well, we'll be cutting this out. I'll have to look and see if it's post tension or if it's rebar, but either way, we'll be careful of getting that chopped out.
Okay.
We've already got drain line here. There's gonna be one sink, so this would have to run over there to that sink, right?
Yeah.
So this one would have your mirror, that would, you'd be looking out the window there, that's
Yeah.
probably.
No, I can look in this mirror if I need to.
Alright. Alright, well then I'll send her the dimensions on that. She can kick around some ideas, but
Okay.
this layout, we'll have her do some elevation views, some top-down views, whatever.
Okay. I mean, if it helps, like I was hoping to not have a door on the shower. We talked about having like a heated dry area.
Yeah,
So
so that's
just have
what
an
it would
open
be.
and-
We just essentially have a wall on the backside, a wall here to where your opening is to walk in,
Okay.
and it'd be tile, all the way around.
Okay. I think that'd be good. But yeah, it'll be helpful once Amy can get some design ideas put out there
Yeah.
and kind of see what's going on.
You want to go floor to ceiling with the shower walls? You want to bring it up, have a foot space between that?
I would think I'd like to do floor to ceiling
Would you?
with a tile or whatever, and
Alright.
maybe have an accent stripe of some different thing to break it up, or some type of stone, or
It just looks like a smaller restroom when it goes floor to ceiling, Because you got to imagine your cabinet stuff coming out here, shower wall will be here. You get about 4 feet. This goes all the way to the ceiling there. This is what.
Oh, you mean this wall go all the way to the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was a stop, 6 foot or something like that.
Yeah. No, so we're putting like shower head on this wall, or in the corner, or
I was thinking maybe this
against this wall. Okay. I mean, as long as it doesn't give an issue with getting water out, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it would open it up and it would give us a little bit more
Yeah.
ceiling design. to
Yeah.
work
No, yeah, that sounds good.
with. All right, let me kick that around a little bit.
No, I thought you were talking about taking the tile to the ceiling with
No, I mean, so
where the shower is.
It would be good to bring the wall, say about 6 feet, and then
Yeah.
to do crown mold around that with like a little base cap,
Yeah.
or something like that. The bathroom would look bigger.
Yeah.
Steam would kind of go out. We wouldn't be, as long as we got a heat lamp and a vent.
Mhm. Yep.
it should take care of that.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Those are the things that I needed to at least get over to Amy and get the electrician going.
Okay.
Bring a plumber in, start getting them to bring their own barrel, hopefully. And
So this, all the mold and stuff that's in this corner, there isn't anything wrong with the plumbing system. That was just the sink or whatever
I think
that
it was
was.
just moisture. I didn't really see any evidence. I mean,
Okay.
you'd know that the concrete was stained or whatever. I didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
Maybe at one point in time the faucet leaked or the shut-off valve leaked or something
Yeah.
like that, and we just didn't take care of it.
Okay.
You know, I kind of left some of the stuff the way that it is for the inspection because
Sure.
if we're doing a double, you know, and they're coming out in another 2 weeks or something, I didn't want so much of a wow factor that when they came in and the next time they come, not a whole lot's changed
Sure.
because it was electrical, plumbing,
Sure.
saw cutting, stuff like
Well, that
that.
makes
So
sense. That makes sense.
it's all part of the game with these folks, man.
Yeah. I'm glad you know how to play their game. 'Cause I'm already annoyed by it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I get annoyed. As a matter of fact, I had a couple of conversations with some folks that they don't like when I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
They also, the electrician, I told them to price out updating all the receptacles,
Oh, good.
switches,
Yeah.
plate covers.
That'd be wonderful.
At my house, I did the like $15 to $20 plate covers, whatever, switch covers and stuff, you know, depending on the paint scheme.
Yeah.
But I've got some decorative, nice,
Okay.
like brushed nickel and pewter and stuff
Okay.
like that going
That'd be
on.
nice.
Maybe here in the kitchen, living room or something like
Yeah.
that.
And some of the other areas, that's fine. We can upgrade that later if we want to.
As far as color goes, you want to go with pure white?
Probably not, but I don't know. That is going to be something I know we want to do. We're talking about either doing an accent wall with like a dark gothic wallpaper of some kind, or honestly we were talking about maybe like in the center tray of the ceiling to do that instead, or maybe do that to match a wall and then do a lighter color on the walls. But Aaron and I need to talk about that.
Yeah, so I figured I'd dump all the stuff on you, and whatever stuck, you got back, that, I remind you of these other things. So,
Yeah.
electrician's coming to rough in.
Okay.
He's gonna give me a price. Usually when they get on the job and they start running some stuff, and I start asking for a couple of favors, the EV lights, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They're already kind of getting maxed out at their patience level.
Sure.
Now, if I go changing and saying, okay, we want this color this and here, we want this color there, we want this
Yeah.
type of cover plates, we want this type of rings for the lighting, then all of a sudden here comes the gouging.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stay ahead of that and not let that
makes
happen.
sense. So many things to consider.
Yeah, so I might be Forrest Gump from time to time, but there's a reason for it. It'll all make sense.
Yeah.
I think that's enough to consider now, man. I've got all these notes for Amy now, so I'm gonna send those over based on her layout and the walkthrough. Electrician's gonna be here Monday to start wiring up. I still need to know when the inspection schedule is because not only is this job counting on that, but I've got some things in like North Dallas and I put those off because I don't want to be, 2 or
Right.
3 hours, 4 hours away, and all of a sudden Johnny on the spot wanting to inspect. So
Right.
anyway, that'll get us moving along. Here, does it be bucks if the island's a little bit further out than the cabinet, or the cabinet's out a little bit past the beam? Whether it just be on the base and then we bring the uppers over,
Yeah.
whatever. That those little details won't make a big difference.
Yeah. I think that'll be fine. I don't think that's going to make or break it. There's going to be so much great design stuff in here that you're not going to really notice that. I
Nah.
don't think.
It really boils down to like, so, I think I had $3 a foot or whatever it was for flooring.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about stamp or overlay or something like that. So I started putting those calls out. We're between like $8 to $13 a foot.
Ooh.
Matter of fact, you know Clint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Clint now is in the concrete business.
Okay.
My guy, he did a lot of great work or whatever. He tore his ACL or something like that, and I guess he's getting repaired from that. I told Clint, next chance he's rolling through here to come over here and like give me a price.
Yeah.
Start figuring out if we're gonna do this and that, maybe carpet in the bedrooms or not, or some wood flooring. It's easy to change out later if you want.
Yeah.
But, now we're starting to get into the thing where we've got to get really creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we're gonna get, some framing over here, or a little loft or something like that.
Yeah.
Big expenses, something like that little divider wall in the master, versus a wardrobe divider wall or something like that.
Yeah.
You're a cabinet guy compared to what we can get in big box.
Mm-hmm.
Some things that make sense to do it this way now that's easy to change out later.
Yeah.
That's what we really got to
And I've got that mentality on it. Like if it's something that is just as easy to do at another date, then that's fine. If it comes to if we wanted to do this other thing that's going to be easier while we're building it versus if we wanted to redo that later, it would be really expensive. So
well, the main focus being in here, and even talking about that area up there. So obviously expensive. I mean, like I said, $1,500, $1,800 for that little wall in the master. You can only imagine what this stuff's costing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
For sure.
To make sense of it at the very beginning and think everything through, and the guys coming here and able to rush it is in our best interest.
Yeah.
So these little details, or using the crews as a pencil and eraser. Let's do it this way. Then I'll come in and no, change it. That's what you just you might as well just start giving blood, man. So you have a little left when you're done.
Oh, that's
it's
funny.
getting there. As far as switches go, we'll have to figure that out. But I was thinking they're all gonna have dimmers on it. I don't know that we need to break them up in banks. Turn it on a section, leave it on a section off, or whatever. Or check it out.
That's some wildlife.
Yeah. I saw the buck not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
The buck I've seen 3 or 4 times. He's obviously slopes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. It's something
You
doing
can
that.
see that.
We're definitely getting to those decisions.
Yeah.
Amy can start working on a few things. Easy layout on the ground. If you want to bring the wife over, take a look at some things.
Okay.
Really consider this quickly.
Yeah.
That way next week, when Ernesto's back over here, we can get these frames done and stay in front of the electrician to do the rock.
It's helpful to have the paint on the ground to kind of see and visualize where things will be.
Right.
And you're talking about the lighting on different banks. I'll have to think about that, because I mean, it might be nice to have like even though it's not room versus room, it's going to be all one space. It might be nice to be able to turn on just these or just those. Right. Depending on time of day, what if we're going to eat in the kitchen or whatever. So
and locations of those. So I paid the guy $1,000 to come in here and clean all this stuff up and leave it for mapping where everything goes to save time and money.
Yeah.
And some of those leads, whatever, whether it be a junction box or run new runs, and then also getting those up into eaves. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you want those on switches, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then where we're going to locate those, chances are over here somewhere, or break it up 2 sides. They're all going to be on dimmers, like I said.
Yep.
But banks and stuff like that, so I can try to work this in the conversation with these subs. Man.
Sure. And it's something I can absolutely change things over later. But like the switches, I don't need all of them to be like a Wi-Fi switch. Just like exterior lights and the eave switches would be helpful. And again, I can change those out in the future. I've done it in every house I've lived in, as long as I have the neutral wire, which I think I will. Sure. I mean, and I'm honestly fine just letting you do that. You kind of know what I want. That's why I kind of want to tell you my plans to use it, because I don't think I have. I don't want to do anything super crazy,
Well, see, that's the thing, is talking to these 4 different companies, they were throwing all this newer stuff at me. You know what I mean? Because I talked about some of this Wi-Fi stuff, some of this Bluetooth stuff, the outside lighting, and they started going hog wild. So I had to tamp that down, and that's why I wanted the guy on Monday, because I restructured my conversation. Yeah. Now that he's already gotten into a contract with this cleanup, and I'm putting him in a contract with this other stuff based on our initial walkthrough and what we kind of confirmed today, he's kind of locked in with that proposal. Okay. Now, if you come in Monday, feel them out, see what you think what's best on the market, because that's what's going to get your appraisal up, right? That's what's going to get value up here. So then we can start weighing those things. Yeah. Right? Okay. So it's like right now it's kind of a really good juncture to start doing a lot of good stuff, especially since the inspectors are giving us a ride along. Yeah, man. You definitely want to strip this entryway out? It's great.
I mean,
it's
too much. It's just too much. And that's one of the things neither Aaron or I liked about was just all the brick out here in the arches. Like, I know a lot of people, this was a thing for a while in the arches, and they don't look terrible, but it would just be nicer to be a little more simple. And it just feels too enclosed, too claustrophobic and cave-like in here. And that's why I think deleting some of the brick will help with that. Like, open up, if it's possible to open up above a little, like a single chandelier type fixture or something like that, we could do.
Yeah, this outside will start getting costly and some of this frame stuff, but if we say, take off from this inside corner and that inside corner, start stripping this sucker down, you opposed to that?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not.
And then we got a soft line here so we can...
Like I know you'd mentioned before doing like half columns on these corners and like a full column in this corner, instead of all the arches and stuff like that. I think that'd be fine.
I mean, anything's possible, as long as we're filling out budget. So you see how this carries along to there? Carries up at the top there. That E would have to change some other stuff. Yeah. So this would get costly if we try to mess with this. Also, so with this, because you go carrying onto that wall,
Yeah.
We could break it down and maybe bring it here and do some siding, or get rid of this and do some siding that way with some trim out corner here on the inside corner. What I'll do is, if you're good with that, I don't pull the trigger on it, I'll go ahead and at least open up inside corner here, that way.
Okay.
That and that.
Okay.
And then we can figure out how this thing's framed, just work on the design.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, because, yeah, even if we went back with the same type of siding that we're going to do around the new addition on top, I think that would only help to break up the black and add the accent that I'm going for.
I'll never point you in the wrong direction, man. And look, I can visualize the finished product.
That is helpful.
Yeah.
That is not easy to do.
Yeah, I thought I really could do it. And I worked on a few projects, and I'd stand back, I'd look at some, start cutting some things out, and start putting it together. They're like, you didn't even pull a number, you didn't even know, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And I was like, not everybody could do this.
Yeah.
I can actually visualize what something's gonna look like finished.
Yeah.
So that being said, we'll go ahead and strip this off.
Okay.
Probably wait on the inspectors for that.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna start now figuring out what's risky, what's not.
Sure.
To move forward.
Sure.
But if Monday looks good, it'd be good to meet the electrician, hear about his new products.
Yeah.
It's gonna raise the value up, and then we'll just.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm cool with that.
Tag team the best price.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, man. I won't waste any more of your time. I'm gonna gather a couple more things that we just talked about, make note of that so I can send it to Amy, and then I'll touch base with the electrician Monday morning, about 8 a.m., confirm 10 or so.
Okay.
And then, if he's gonna be 10, noon, 1, whatever, he's gonna start roughing in, I'll let you know.
That'll be good.
And we'll keep motoring.
Okay, so real quick again, before I forget and leave.
Sure.
So for this hallway in here
Right.
that we're talking about, I'm gonna take out this corner here. If we move the front door to this side, we had hallway here, we'd still have roughly here all the way back to this to make 2 closets, I guess, for a hall closet.
I'm gonna start opening the sheetrock Monday.
Okay.
I want to know for sure if there's anything structural on this wall. There'll probably have to be a header in place, so we'll probably keep, it'll probably be wall like this, ceiling like that.
Okay.
But this could be changed up.
Yeah.
Have to add a beam. If you're not a big fan of that, we'll get rid of that.
Yeah, no, I mean, if this isn't gonna play into the loft at all, then I think we can get rid of
I
that.
think it's done, man. To be honest
Yeah.
with you. I got to look at it. It's a joke.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario, we open this thing up, we take a beam from sitting on a post here, over
Yeah.
inside of a post to this wall, and open that up.
Okay.
And we start figuring out, we'll strip this wall off,
Yeah.
rock, take a look at it, and
Okay.
make some quick decisions right there on the spot.
Okay. No, I think that's good. I will try to come back here this afternoon with Aaron, and we can talk and walk through this new configuration for the hallway and everything. I don't think it's a bad idea at all.
Yeah, because it'll give you that recess you're kind of initially talking about.
Yeah.
Break up that hallway, it'll make this bathroom usable.
Yeah.
Just use a little square footage here.
Yeah. No, I think that'll be good.
It kind of really checks a few boxes.
And the other side to having a hallway here, and this is one of the things I've been thinking about and losing this, is if I need to go to my room, I've got to walk all the way around. Now I'll have a hallway I can walk through. I think that will be, honestly, that might have just sold it for me. To have a way,
I told you the first time, I was always like, we got to do something about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that really, it plays in what you kind of want to do here.
Yeah,
plays on that.
it does.
Plays on that, and this bathroom. Several
No,
boxes.
I think that does help, because then we don't need a full wall here. We can put the TV on this wall without an issue.
All right.
And I mean, it's gonna be the same situation as far as hanging it. So I'll need, I don't know how we're gonna do it. If you can put a conduit around here or something, and I'm gonna probably have to get a different audio solution, because right now I've got ceiling mounted, in ceiling speakers. That's not gonna work here, I don't think. I sure don't.
As soon as we get all this stuff worked out, I save some of those joists. We're probably gonna put a temporary platform across here, putting some of that extra plywood I got,
Okay, yeah,
and just making it where it's fast and easy. All this tall lat work up and down, up and down.
yeah.
That's gonna save a couple days.
It will
for a
save some
while.
time, yeah, for sure. So we've got new windows that are in the garage for up here.
Correct.
Okay,
So all 6 will match.
that's. I mean, why would you even have open windows that you can open
know.
all the way up there where you can't even get
And
to
they're
it?
really junk, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Condensation levels and stuff. You see the black on the outside?
Oh yeah. Oh, that looks nice.
And when we do that horizontal siding, man, That was nice.
No, that is gonna look nice. No, I like that a lot.
And then we cut the side already down. We got it ready for siding. So.
You know,
siding. That's another thing that they can work on next week.
Yeah.
Still waiting on the electrician to do this thing. Inspector.
Okay.
But yeah, all that horizontal will come around. Have a nice corner trim there. Trim around the window.
That'll be nice.
You know, another brick trim right there, breaking that up. If we're going with like a kind of a dark gray with like black trim on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we're for the I'd like to do everything black, like brick, the windows, all the stuff except for all the wood can be the same natural color, the natural cedar or blonde or whatever that ends up being.
See if you can find any color schemes online, but the way I'm kind of visualizing this, at least on this section here and maybe around the door, kind of a darkish gray, not too dark, blacker trim, black fascia or whatever. And if you want to paint the brick or whatever at some point in time, even maybe a lighter gray.
Okay.
You know, and it'll kind of break those things up. But I think the way that would look, especially with your eave lighting or whatever. Yeah. You know, and that's kind of the direction everything's going with these color schemes nowadays.
Okay. You know, seeing that other window over there makes me wish we'd have done a big window in this side too. Like a triangular style window or something just above those two windows, but I don't know. I don't know how that would be.
Not too late. I think we had originally 4 windows at $2,500.
Yeah.
I found these for like 27.
Okay.
If we got one more, I think that'd probably be another 3-ish. So let me know if that's something that's really working on your mind, and I'll see what I can dig up.
I kind of.
Want to look at it from the inside again?
Yeah. I mean, I think it would look good on the outside to have like just something that kind of follows the shape, like maybe a trapezoidal style or a triangular, just about the same distance above those windows, and just carry up some. Let me go back inside and look.
If you get a game frame job, so they all had to be custom made trapezoidal.
Yeah.
I think it was like 10 to 12 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'll start looking to see. I'll figure out this pitch. Might be like a 5.
Okay.
I'll figure out the 3 on that. And just get some of the other guys that I've just been doing over the last few weeks getting these.
I'm trying to visualize without the extra framing. I don't know. It's gonna have it almost seems like if it would make more sense if there was a third window evenly spaced out, and then you could do it across the top of all 3 of them, but I don't know.
I don't want to get ahead
that
of
may be
myself,
too
but
much.
if there's a way that we can work out stairs,
yeah,
and that can be locked from here and there, then obviously there'll be some sort of scale window that you might want there as an option.
That is true, yeah.
So let me just
okay, so if that is the case, if we can do the loft, then it would be nice to have a window there. And I think this would, well, then again, if we do that, then that breaks up this space, and then it would make more sense to do a window over the top of these 2. Because it doesn't make sense to do the window up top of these 2 and have this extra space where there's nothing. That would make sense. But if there's a window here and the other window here, that would make more sense. So to answer your question, if it works for the budget, then yes. I guess it would only work if we do the loft, and there would be 2 windows.
And like I said, I can visualize things they're done. You can only imagine how many plans are running through my head right now. I'm visualizing like a super dump of design.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I just want to tell you what I would like to see, and you tell me if it's possible and if it works on our budget.
Sure.
Because you know how to get creative, and you know what has to happen to make that vision work. So, you know, I'm cool with whatever you come up with. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know?
All right, well, I'm going to stare at the plans tonight. I'm going to see if we can try to fit in some staircases, go over the numbers on Rise and Run.
Okay.
We can't be more than 8 inches on interior stairs by code.
Yeah.
Circular, way too expensive and kind of goofy anyway for that application.
No. I need circular.
But, you know, I like to check several boxes, so how can I do something there and also take care of the HVAC thing to give us a better ceiling in the kitchen is,
right.
You know, that's really kind of an afterthought.
Yeah.
I'm combining everything in and going through super design done for my skull.
Yeah.
But I'll keep that. I want to get kind of the understood things.
Yeah.
The things that, you know, we can kind of get around the corner with the inspectors and also address this stuff, you know, and this does make sense with the...
Yeah, no, that absolutely makes sense. I think, honestly, that needs to be a thing.
Yeah, I think so.
We just need to do that.
All right, well, I'm gonna at least open that thing up outside, so we're
Okay.
gonna open this thing up, get it ready to go.
Okay.
We can also work on that siding and stuff like that next week.
Okay.